Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is Asmongold and today I want to talk about the Final Fantasy XIV community and how disappointed I am. Let's talk about this. What is this? Well, this is Asmongold, I would say the biggest World of Warcraft streamer for years, and he checked out Final Fantasy XIV for the very first time, and over 200,000 people have watched him at the same time. He has been streaming this game for like 10 hours and he had hundreds of thousands of viewers watching, probably millions of people going through his channel over that day. And well, this happened. The Final Fantasy XIV community came in force and tried to make the game bad for him. And I was really disappointed. You know, the Final Fantasy XIV community always prides themselves into be very welcoming, helpful, and totally different than the World of Warcraft community. And some people have already showed their dismay that Asmongold is bringing his community to the game, and I can understand that. His community can be sometimes a little bit heated, to say the least. Some people would go so far to say he has a very toxic community, but he himself is actually a pretty smart guy. And yeah, as you can see, this is basically what happened when he was moving outside of the instanced area. And you might say, okay, well, people came here together to welcome him and say hello to him and show off the cool skills and the mounts and the weapons. You know, that's pretty normal at that point, right? Yeah, but unfortunately, this persisted. This is not just a thing where they try to show off the items. There was actually a thing where people were running with him 10 hours long to try to stand over NPCs so that he cannot turn in the quest. Thankfully, he found out about the X button, that you can just ignore all the other players and click on the NPC. And they were trying to make his first experience miserable, like playing music, music parts which are super annoying and using super loud abilities and basically everything which would annoy him and hopefully annoys him so much that he leaves the game. And you might say, yeah, well, you know, that's what happens when you are bringing your community to this super chill game. And no, this wasn't a bunch of World of Warcraft newbies who just came together to do this bullshit. No. You will see, like right here, all the veteran Final Fantasy XIV players who are all having their super rare raid mounts or mounts which you sometimes cannot obtain anymore because the event is gone. And they were running around with him for hours and trying to block, as I said, NPCs, kill off mobs on the map so he cannot continue his stories or he doesn't get the XP and so on and so forth. There wasn't just a bunch of like new players coming in. This was a bunch of Final Fantasy XIV veterans. And I have to say, I am super disappointed in this. And I hope when he is streaming the game today again, that this will not happen again. Because he actually enjoyed himself. Even with all the problems and all the troubles he had, he actually really enjoyed the game. I mean, he was streaming this game for 10 hours, and he didn't say a single bad thing about this game. Yeah, of course, sure, he made some jokes about the names, he was joking around, like that's what he is doing. He's a jokester. Like, he's making fun about everything. But in between that, he actually had some good thoughts about the game, and he enjoyed his time in this community and this game, which is again just baffling when you consider how many people try to really make this a shitty time for him. And I'm like, you know what? The Final Fantasy community always says like, yeah, we are not like the World of Warcraft community. We are above that. Like, we are welcoming, we are trying to help newcomers. And then he is coming in and everyone is turning to a toxic piece of hot garbage. And I was like, how is that even possible? Like, stop that. There were even people on Twitter, and I kid you not, who called out other Final Fantasy XIV players and tell them, hey, Asmongold is coming, reporting all the time. Whatever he does, When something is linked to him, we have to remove him from our game. And I'm like, are you nuts? Like, you are the toxic person here. Truth to be told, you are the person who should probably get removed from the game. Because what you are doing is absolutely shitty. You're a shitty person by doing that. Let this man enjoy the game, and if you're lucky, a lot of people will join with him, which are really nice people. They will enjoy the game, and they want to stay with the game. Like, that's the best thing which can happen to Final Fantasy XIV. Like, let's be real here. Final Fantasy XIV exists for years. I've been playing this game for over 7 years now. And it has been growing constantly. But it is still seen as a weep game sometimes. Everybody is like, yeah, it's a great game, I enjoy it, but it isn't seen as the hot topic game like World of Warcraft still is, even though the player numbers have been dwindling down for years. And the same goes for Twitch. Like, people are saying, like, yeah, why should I care what's happening on Twitch? Why should I care for this Twitch streamer? I don't watch streams. This is garbage. Dude, Twitch is a huge marketing machine. That is undeniable. There are millions and billions every year made on Twitch with live streaming. And the drawing in factor Twitch can have on the game and the Twitch streamer can have is undeniable big. And the reality is, Final Fantasy XIV is not really doing so great on Twitch. Even though it's a huge game, when it comes to live streaming, it isn't going too great. World of Warcraft has been one of the top games for ages now on that platform. And Final Fantasy XIV doesn't even get close to it, even though it has now more player numbers than World of Warcraft ever had. And if a person like Asmongold can actually help to change that, like, he will move on at some point. He already said, like, this is not his main game. He is a World of Warcraft player in the end. But he enjoys the game, and maybe people who are actually will make this their main game will come into the category and just stream there. Like, this is a win-win situation for the Final Fantasy XIV community. Will he bring some bad apples to the game? Yeah, but apparently we already have enough bad apples in our community, because the moment he is joining the game, some people turn to become absolutely shitheads. And I find that disgusting. I really have to say I was appalled to see this yesterday, and I was really, really disappointed by it. Because I know that this community can do better, and that one person is polarizing people so much is not a great precedent, to say the least. So I would love to see that people are getting their shit together today and let this man just play instead of doing this for 10 hours. It got a little bit better by the end. Like, I know we can do that. And let him just enjoy the game. Like, it got even so far, and I kid you not, that World of Warcraft, I think it was the general manager for PR relation or something like that, was actually blasting Asmongold yesterday on Twitter for, like, being negative about the game, being negative of World of Warcraft and what they have done in the recent years, and now going to another game. And it's like, wow, that was some condescending shit from somebody who is actually one of the higher-ups at Blizzard and one of the higher-ups of World of Warcraft saying that directly on Twitter. Whereas the tweet got deleted, of course, after people were like, hey, what are you saying there, right? Like, the backlash was pretty tough for that developer, and he deleted the tweet. But as always, there are already screenshots everywhere, and you can just Google it and you will find it. But yeah, like, this dude got a lot of backlash for just checking out the new game and trying to enjoy his time here. And again, do better, Final Fantasy XIV community, because you pride yourself in being better. So you better show that today. Like, yesterday, there was unbelievable. So I don't really want to see that again, because I want to be proud of this community, and with this behavior, I can't really. Simple as that. So stop it. I would appreciate it. With that said, thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you are on your way out and you might click the like button. If you didn't like this video, well, the dislike button is right next to it. And if you're also new to the channel, you enjoy the content I'm creating here, and you want to see more, I would also appreciate if you might consider to give this channel a subscription. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Stay safe.